A little bit of a late stream today. I was contemplating of not playing today. I watched Conclave. Incredible movie. Definitely should win some Oscars. Some incredible and crazy acting. If you hear me chewing gum, that's because my diabetes medication is making me feel really ill today. And my mouth is just constantly tasting like my medication, so I am chewing gum to stop that. Okay, I'm going to just rate Conclave right now. I think a 4.5. Okay. Okay, definitely do our war table missions. And then we're gonna do some...
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was gonna use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
Here's my thing. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a fast travel thing. Let's sit and do this, actually. I changed it to this cute one.
Is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Will I judge?
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools.
Oh my gosh,
If
my
their
mother
application is
keeps
clever,
sending me stuff for gaming
execution
chairs.
may even seem merciful by comparison.
Let's do it one.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Okay. So, what's my son texting me now?
This was a surprise. After you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building with a goat.
I love Avar so much. Look at this man.
Chief Movran the Under. He feels slighted
The
by
way he
decision of his
fucking threw the
avatar,
goat.
who repeatedly attacked you first.
Wow.
What should we do with him? Where should he go?
You answered the death of your clan with a goat.
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son. And I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Alright.
Don't look at me.
No foul. You meant to murder Tevinters, but got feisty with your inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat.
It's true.
Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
You're a nice guy. I would never kill a neighbor.
I don't know. He could go in that... What's it called?
No!
Gibbet?
No, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I did not mean to do that. There's no fucking way I'm doing that. Ooh, the loading. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, guys. I didn't know what a give it was. I was like, I thought he was just asking a question.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, make it, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then...
Okay, we're just gonna skip all this. Yeah, skip.
It is where the Inquisition will
Will I
sit in.
judge?
All this presumes they have
Responsibility.
survived. Justice has
Let's
many.
begin. Okay.
What should we do with him?
With a goat?
Where?
You answered the...
Don't look at me.
No foul. Do as you've earned,
Okay.
Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
I don't have time for idiots. Let's get this over with. Chief Movran, crimes, etc. You and your people just... get out.
Push us out. You've earned it. Have fun with whoever we push back.
Well, what's the right fucking choice for this guy? 1 second. Inquisition choice. Yeah, but like... Okay. Sorry. Okay, we're reloading again. Sorry, guys. Reloading again. I know, it's kind of annoying. Like, I don't want a shitty option for him.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips.
We'll watch the
into fire.
goat sequence again, though.
Ah, make it, the smell
It's
is
funny as
everywhere.
hell.
I was going to use them for dinner and then...
Can't do this. Sorry, guys.
It is where the Inquisition will sit in. All this presumes they have served. Justice has.
Okay, let's just... Oh, I can't. Let's just save, so I don't have to keep walking up and doing that again. Okay, set. We'll watch it. We'll watch the sequence again. Because it's funny as hell.
This was a surprise. After you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building with a goat.
Ready? Fuck. With a
Where?
goat?
Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
It seems our conflict was accidental, Chief Movran, but it can't be repeated. I banish you and your clan, with as many weapons as you can carry, to Tevinter.
My idiot boy got us something
There you
after
go.
all.
I didn't read what the Tevinter thing said. I thought it was like, oh, he's banned. I didn't understand, but there you go. There you go. And honestly, I want the chastened thing, but I will not put that on.
Knight Captain Denham, Inquisitor. He awaits judgment for serving the Lord's Seeker at Therenfall Redoubt.
Okay. 1 second.
I knew some of the knights who died there. I asked to oversee his sentencing. The Envy Demon perhaps fooled the Knight Captain, but following his superior's orders nearly destroyed the Templars.
We'll find a suitable punishment for the good captain.
I only did as I was told.
Knowingly or not, you condemned your brothers and sisters to death.
You would have done the same if you hadn't abandoned the Order. I served faithfully. It went red after what the Lord Seeker told me to do.
Okay, 1 second. Knight Captain Denim. I don't feel like it. Wait, what? Execution. Okay, no. Okay.
I didn't suffer at your hands. That was your knights in the Templar Order. Let the remaining Templars judge the man who failed them.
The penalty will be death. They can't. Not after what I've seen.
There you go. Let's see if there's any more. Nope. Okay. Quarters. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. So this is our quarters. Let's see what's the vibes up here. What do we got in our quarters? Let's see the vibes. Nice.
They've certainly spared no expense.
Oh, look at this nice couch. Holy shit. Look at this nice bed. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Let's change our casualty wear. Let's see what this vibe is. Yeah, it's like way better. That's like more his style. Right? Yeah, that's cute. Let's see what else we have. Actually, what's the Purity one? Oh, wait, no, this is kind of... This one kind of slaps. That kind of slaps, actually. What's his, former world? Ooh. Let's see this. Wait. Let's read. A classic formal cut, crimson accented with royal blue, fit to meet royalty. A formal azure sensation determined to declare war upon and victory over presuppositions. Like a brilliant sunset descending into a cerulean lake, the never-ending dance of fire and water is elegantly captured. Ooh, I like that. For a discerning taste and formal accoutrement, dark tones and silvery accents evoke the... Ooh, that's... I mean, that's like really cute. Is there no other ones? Okay. Well, let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, that's... I like his, my outfit that he's using for... Okay, what's this? Oh, okay. What's this outerwear? Oh, wait, what's this one? Like, that's cute. Let's keep it, like, not the vibe. I think Days Vigil might be the vibe. Oh, yeah. That's definitely the vibe. Right? Let's see. Oh, that's fancy as hell. That is fancy. And then my armor. Oh yeah, Eternal. Sorry. Oh my god, yeah, hell yeah. Look at this. Oh yeah. That's fucking slaps. Yo, I'm gonna wear those. This slaps. Yo, I'm gonna be out here chilling. What's up? There's something here. What is this here? Oh. Oh, go to the war table to aid. Oh, but if I do that, does that... Oh, I don't have enough power. Never mind. Never mind. Not enough power. Can I? Oh, I can like. Oh yeah, look at this fucking outfit, man. That slaps. Just want to see if my bestie texted me. Well, let's talk to everybody. See, people have stuff to say.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her. Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention. You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
You're rather good-natured about threats of death and dismemberment.
They are chiefly bluster, Inquisitor. Most of them. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time, if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss.
There you go.
Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Jennar still won't
Alright,
respond.
I'm going up, mic buddies.
And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt with that mustard taint on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
Two and a half hours, I think, but no one's counting.
Oh, dear. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
You've been working continually since I met you, Josephine.
And that can't... But... Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand... How credulous of me.
Perhaps the Makers...
It would be fit. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is. Let's see what we have. Inquisitor?
Inquisitor. The Venatori. So wonderful to see old friends.
Inquisitor. To report, sir. One of the Templar targets. Make it take...
It's over. Thank you for bringing us here.
Stefan finally died. It was a blessing, really. He's been in so much pain since Haven. He was out of his mind at the end. He smiled, said he smelled his mother's turnip stew, and slipped away.
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again.
Haven was a cock-up, Herald.
Going well, I hope?
What's been going on?
That strange boy came in with an armful of chickens. You're looking after him, right?
I should go.
Not so standards. That'll guide the dragon right in.
By the time it's across the growing fields, that boy pink will be ripe as wood.
Majestic. How was a place like this ever lost?
What have you done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I'm without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a fan.
This is your doing.
I was hoping you'd be happy about it.
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs editing anyhow.
Wait!
Ha! You're probably wondering what happens to the Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
Well, it turns out the guardsman...
Don't tell me!
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks, after all.
Thank you.
This was everything I'd hoped.
I know how you feel.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
Don't forget to tell all your friends, if you have any. Completely worth it.
Is there anything you need?
Do you have any advice for me?
We must keep an eye on the College of... How do you know they won't attack here?
Darkspawn don't think. They flow. They burst through stone cut with their blood.
Somewhat off-color.
Glad I'm working with you.
What? Assassins?
No, one of them.
Sisters? Nobles?
Elves, you twit.
Is that it?
Lord Inquisitor, Bonisims at your service. As master of the tradesman, building. Our purpose in the Inquisition is at least. It was time arranged. It is better to...
Feels good to be back at work, Inquisition. Mountain air like this, not healthy for many animals. Too busy to hear things. Surprisingly well. Not many could feed these people. I miss them. But someone has to save the world. Make a...
Our mounts have never had better.
Inquisition?
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
The Grey Wardens are huge and important. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the Wardens do feels like waiting. This, the Inquisition, is what matters now. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. You've never heard it? It's a spectacle. But the greatest part...
How?
The goal, down as many opponents as possible.
That was...
Well, and I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
You're here now. A Grey Warden. It worked out.
I suppose it did, but... I'm here.
Varric's friend Hor...
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
Are you feeling all right? No voices or anything?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens.
Ah, the Wardens.
How do the...
Short answer. Stick it with swords until it stops moving.
I'll trust that you...
We'll manage, if it comes.
Let's...
That'll do fine.
As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
Whatever it is, I'm willing to listen.
Right. Thank you. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Cullen, if this can kill you...
It hasn't yet. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Cassandra takes things as seriously as you do. If she has no problem with this, neither do I.
I thought you had a right to know. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment. Did you need something?
Is there anything I should know?
We are fortunate Solus knew of this place. What would you like to know? At first, I was 13 when I left home.
13? That's still so young.
I wasn't the youngest there. Some children are promised to the Order at infancy. Still, I didn't take on full responsibilities until I was 18. The Order sees you trained and educated first.
What about your family? Did you miss them?
Of course, but there were many my age who felt the same. We learned to look out for one another.
Do the Templars do anything besides hunt mages?
Templars protect against the dangers of... They were also tasked with tracking apostates, or fighting demons inevitably...
What do you think of mages? Are they all a threat?
I've seen the suffering magic can inflict. I've treated mages with distrust because of it, at times without cause. That was unworthy of me. I will try not to do so here. Not that I want mages moving through our base completely unchecked. We need safeguards in place to protect people, including mages, from possession at the least.
You've lived in the Circle. What was a typical day for a Templar there?
Typical? The last time I was in a Circle was right before it fell apart. Nothing was typical.
Before that, then?
Certain rituals require a full guard. A mage's harrowing, for instance. I've attended a few. Most of the time, you merely maintain a presence, on patrol or in the circle, ready to respond if needed. Mages pretend to ignore that presence, but they're watching you just as closely.
Do Templars and mages never speak to each other?
Some do, but Templars are supposed to maintain a certain distance from their charges. If a mage is possessed or uses blood magic, you must act quickly, without hesitation. Your judgment cannot be clouded. Of course, ignoring one another does nothing to foster understanding.
What does Templar training involve?
There is weapon and combat training. Even without their abilities, Templars are among the best warriors in Thedas. Initiates must also memorize portions of the Chant of Light, study history, and improve their Did you... I admit, my mind sometimes wandered. As Templars, we are not to see...
Strangest thing, when I reached down, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it? In a barrel. The thing was filled to the brim with daggers. I got the strangest feeling. I know someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
Thanks for my life in Haven.
Need something?
I've read your...
That's a pretty common reaction. Need something?
Can I ask...
You want to talk about me?
What can I do for you? I need... You will return to it. Anything interesting?
A letter regarding a friend. I mentioned Alexis to you, didn't I? His son. I was trying to discover what became of him. Where he ended up.
And?
Nothing. Redcliffe is abandoned, and there's no trace of him. It's as if he never existed. I think the Venatori found out he was helping me. I think they killed him.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves. Maybe if the world were a better place...
What was...
He had so much more than I to lose by helping. He should be alive.
You make... What?
Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around. I could watch you roam Skyhold all day. Here and there you run, checking in on your followers. Why don't they come to you, feed you grapes, rub your shoulders? I suppose it's more fun this way. For me, I mean. You're rather strapping.
I've noticed you're rather strapping yourself.
Of course you have. That only takes eyes.
Luckily, I have those.
You do. A rather fetching pair. At any rate, you didn't pass by to hear me fawn. Something on your mind? I had a lot of He hadn't been. I helped him with his research for a while, and then we... Too much pride, I suppose. At any rate, he's dead now.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
What is it?
Adequate, based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor. It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he seems to be a good man. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep... Our actions are under...
My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your... No, thankfully. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas, out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them? Yes. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement. They've asked to arrange a meeting, quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into...
The family will send a retainer to meet the young man. If he truly does not wish this reunion, I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. If there is a...
We can't fight a god.
Hello, Inquisitor.
The Elder thing
Honored
is
to
not
help
a
with you.
god. He's darkspawn. They make us no darkspawn. But they say that's why he cut the sky. To claim the throne.
You're telling me gods fight like owls? Sounds like bullshit.
Inquisitor, Elan Vemal. My colleague Adan was clear.
Thank you for Haven and your efforts at Theron.
Inquisitor?
please.
What's the chance say about
Well,
this?
how about
I
that?
never paid attention.
Honored, Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhold. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good work.
Where did you...
Forza. Couldn't stand looking at it. The
Any ideas about...
To Vinter.
The...
Damnedest things.
Do you...
Who better, right?
Did you know we're actually related, Inquisitor?
Related?
Oh, not first cousins or anything like that. Can you imagine? You're a Trevelyan, however, and somewhere in dank nethers of my family tree, there was also a Trevelyan. Perhaps he was even the one who ventured to Ostwick to establish the branch. We are talking long ago, of course.
I'd rather we weren't related. That might make...
Regardless, I think we're still good to go.
Dorian...
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father. I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
This could be the Venatori. Lure us somewhere remote, then an ambush.
Perhaps. Although this does look like my father's penmanship. Or, could he have joined the Venatori? No, that can't. Well, anything is possible. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
Let's go meet this retainer, then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough. I can't believe my father... If this is some As you wish.
You've made such intriguing design choices for the castle, my dear. They must be inspired.
Thank you, Vivian. I'm glad you approve.
When things have settled down a bit, I will take you to Valroyo and introduce you to my seamstress. And appearances are important. We can't have you mistaken for a commoner.
I can't let them think Andraste's herald is hung up on material things.
Of course not, my dear. But you also can't allow the powers of the land to think you run this organization on... You command an army of the faithful, outfitted by the coin of the nobility. You must be a man who the common folk aspire to be and to whom the nobility bow.
That's quite a...
It is a challenge all... As the... They will question what they've heard, but they will believe what they see.
If that's your standard for me, what does the Divine...
Andraste and the Maker cast very large shadows. She needs the authority. It will be no small task to fill that vacant throne. Do you need something, my dear?
What do you...
I admire... Do you need something, my dear?
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What... Personally...
Inquisitor. We're happy to be here, your worship. You need anything, let me know. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn.
Once we were not afraid of the dark. Once we sat in our kingdom with hope and pride.
You all right, sir?
Once we
Of course. Inquisitor. You were expecting... Thank you. Welcome to the town.
What's the...
Spirited enlightenment. Also drunk. My specialty is ale. Old and...
You...
Yeah. Besides, if you... What's... 7 people want your mint...
Have you seen other wives?
It's just
Have
what
you
I
seen
heard.
other wives?
Once we raised up our chalice.
You're doing good work, boss. I like... Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? What do you want to know? I'd be on patrol in the market square. They're in some terrified magistus. They're vicious, savage. I am nothing. The cities were worse.
What?
It's not... Trying to conquer a country is what... Next thing I know, his assistant... That is what things...
We held together the franchise.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
We are assembling quite the influential list of allies.
We could have stopped before that black wall.
There are few orders as legendary.
What are you doing?
listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn. What was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry. 5 more minutes. My fault.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you do something for her?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute. You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
She doesn't blame herself anymore.
Not as much. It was bouncing around inside her, closing up into a ball of wrong. Now it's open. She'll get...
Well done.
But...
You all right, sir?
Of course.
Should we look around?
We'll be joining up soon, Your Worship. Thank you for all you've done.
Good day. Good day.
Uh-oh, nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
You went through all of this to get Dorian here. Talk to him.
Yes, Father. Talk to me. Let me hear how mystified you are by my anger.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
I'll need you to explain that.
Did I stutter? Men and the company thereof, as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
I've more than heard of it, actually.
No. The Herald of Andraste. I am shocked and scandalized.
Such sarcasm.
You're not exactly subtle, O Lord Inquisitor.
I should have known that's what this was about.
No. You don't get to make those assumptions. You know nothing about the Inquisitor.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
Your father might be here to reach out. You could give him a chance.
Let's just go.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you? For your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
Don't leave it like this, Dorian. You'll never forgive yourself.
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again, to ask him to forgive me.
He says we're alike. Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I think you're very brave.
Brave?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me, Your Reverence.
Oh, I...
What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
Oh? I'd like to hear what these rumors are exactly.
I could not repeat them, your worship.
Repeat them? So you've shared them before?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Well, that's something.
Don't listen to her. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
She does, actually. There are rumors, and her concern is well-meaning, if misplaced.
It doesn't matter.
Listen to you. It's good to be the Inquisitor. I don't know if you're aware, but the assumption in some corners is that you and I are intimate.
You know how people are.
I didn't start those rumors.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't! My rumors would be so much more detailed. Perhaps it's odd to say, but I think of you as a friend, Inquisitor. I have precious few friends. I didn't think to find one here. Don't speak. I detest confessions, and I'd like to get this over with. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you, against Corypheus, my countryman, or spurious rumor, so long as you'll have me. Questions.
So mortals try to find the Maker, and that becomes blind. It's just a story.
The spiderwebs help stop the bleeding, and they prevent wounds.
It's good to see you.
Do you have any advice?
Watch the new recruit.
Have you seen otherwise?
True enough.
Rough day running?
You've no idea, sir.
Right.
Feel sun through the ashes in the sky.
Oh, Inquisitor, I saw...
Guides into the night. What's begun is the war that will force this divide. What's to come is fire and the end of time. I am the one who can recount what we lost. I am the one who will live on. I have run through the fields of pain and sorrow. I have fought to see the other side.
Fine day for you.
I am the one who can recount what we've lost. I am the one who will live on.
Good to meet you.
Do you know what it was?
Just rumors.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's... Just walk through. Easy, right?
hope it's not me.
See? What did I tell you?
It's good to see you.
Come back.
Sister.
They posed the question, and it is valid. Does the power of this Corypheus suggest the old gods are real?
Their reality and power are never equal.
What happened here?
Where's the man we're meeting?
Seems Vicinia's angered Calpurnia by sending her mistreated slaves.
Really? Most in Tevinter wouldn't bother to care.
She was paying a fortune for literate slaves.
But she has the Venatori. Unless... Perhaps dear Calpurnia has something she wishes to hide.
An invoice for a shipment of slaves.
Vicinius was selling more than rose oil then.
That must have been Vicinius.
It seems the Venatori tired of following him.
Let's look around. Here's another one. The crystal's whole again, but... Hold on.
Lady Calpurnia, I had no intention.
I warned you of consequences should the slaves you bring me suffer in your care. Venatori, show him my displeasure.
No! Wait! Wait!
A dwarven relic for storing memories. There's one or two in Minrathous. Very rare.
Dagna might know what to make of it.
Your trip to the merchant's home yielded results. Before she became... Even slaves with magic are treated unkindly in Tevinter. If Carib...
She must believe freedom will...
Perhaps. Calpurnia has freed every slave she's purchased. Vicinius tracked his shipments. My agents will investigate. In the meantime, speak to The Templars will be an asset to this Inquisition.
Where did demons come
Another
from?
completed work of
Mages.
whatever
The
they used to
Faith.
call.
But where did they come from? The makers fell some children.
agree to...
They... Discoveries.
Have no fear of demons.
But the...
Sod it. Oh, sorry. The crystal couldn't take anymore. Wasn't meant for this.
That looked like Corypheus and Calpurnia.
It was a memory stored in the crystal.
No. That was vital information. Did you see Calpurnia's expression? Their alliance may be... Corypheus must have some other plan.
Well...
If this crystal were placed in a lab, a single agent may slip in and out without notice. This crystal may yield great rewards.
Right.
If they...
Well, how are you?
You mentioned a Grey Warden who helped you start your studies.
Not any Grey Warden. The Grey Warden. The hero of Ferelden is a hero in Orzammar, too. It's incredible that someone like the hero of Ferelden would stop to help the little people. Literally.
The Warden affected you in a special way.
Talk to anyone, they'll say the same. It was a dark time. There was one light. He saved us. Saved me.
Your years of stud...
I wanted... But... So, you're getting my best work in Chris...
You gave up?
Yes. I wish... But I don't regret what I did.
Can you arrange what we discussed earlier, Ambassador?
I found the money. The Inquisition will compensate the families of those we lost at Haven.
Thank you.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
At your service. How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
He spent his life in the Circle. Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
My family made the... It's devastated our finances. The Montiliers have, in fact, been in debt for over 100...
I had no idea.
Hardly anyone out... For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. It's just... I'm to become... That cannot be my legacy to them.
Is there...
I I've just learned. He has a request. That you come when I meet him.
If that...
My scouts report no signs of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
Worthy of a lost love.
I trust you've heard what befell Roderick at Haven. It's the grand ball in the Winter Palace, you stumbling fool.
Is that why I've had nothing but silks on my back for days now?
Leading the people of Haven to safety through the
All very pretty ample.
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Lead the way.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for a life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montily's trading exile in Orlais.
They're not just after your messengers, Josephine. They'll try for you, too.
I am afraid so, yes.
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contract.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be in danger.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels.
I assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine.
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilier. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montily's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
The House of Repose has some nerve sending a killer to greet us.
Hardly anyone in the League isn't trained for this, Inquisitor. The contract on Lady Montile's life is so unusual. We felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Go, then.
Good day, Your Worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Poivert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish. Thank you for saving my life, and giving us a...
Stone mad, Inquisitor. Who better, right?
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading stat...
Between our soldiers and spies, Skyhold's...
Yet the problem... I've tracked down the last Dupar... It's so like you to take the longest... I assume you all...
There is a faster way if my agents infiltrate it and destroy...
Lily...
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to...
We can...
I'll put... First... The city has agreed to send us 5 dozen guardsmen.
Not raw recruits. With luck, they'll know which end to grip a sword by.
Inquisitor, I'm afraid we got here a little late. The Venatori were already here. We assume they're moving on the temple.
Have you learned?
Sorry, we haven't been... Not much... A month... Strange the miners never marked the... Oh, and some of the scout...
Inquisitor, I've something for you. Nothing to report, sir.
told us they were here. Keep your guard up. Take that, you filth!
There's someone else here.
Right. See you then. What do you want? I'm just looking for stuff to salvage. Used to...
I'm with you.
Being out here doesn't explain why you're following.
You...
Oh, it was a...
It's beautiful.
I suppose this place does have a few sights to recommend it.
What do you... Right. See you then.
I must admit, Cassandra, I've never heard of these Seekers of Truth.
Why would you? They do not exist in Tevinter.
But what are they? Some manner of Super Templar? Is this one of those southern secrets like proper hygiene?
Once we worked from the shadows, monitoring Templars and mages alike.
Ah, that clearly worked out well.
Your glibness does you no credit. The Mage Rebellion was beyond even our power to control.
Let's look around.
Honestly, how many keys does one ancient temple really need?
Something feels wrong here. It's worse by the door.
Indeed. I feel it as well. The ill feeling by the entry. It's not present here.
An enchantment to keep people out, perhaps.
It went straight to you. Or to the mark, perhaps. Doesn't seem to have harmed you.
If it wasn't a trap, what was it?
If the enchantment at the entry was a test, this may be the reward.
We need more shards.
Make it take you!
What I wouldn't give for some proper wine.
Skyhold Steward is a sadistic little man who is trying to kill us.
Perhaps he found a bargain he couldn't pass up on vats of vinegar.
It could be worse, darling. It could be an Anders vintage.
Egad, we'd be forced to retaliate.
What do you want?
You came all the way out here to salvage old mining equipment.
Mostly, I wanted to go into this one cave. Used to store stuff there. Damn thing wasn't overrun by spiders then. I put my wedding ring there. Couldn't stand the sight of the thing. But I couldn't throw it away, either. Oh, it was a stupid argument. Part of me knew I'd still want that ring.
I'll leave you be. Cut through here.
My dear Cassandra, whatever persuaded you to bring Varric to the Conclave?
I wanted him to testify about the events at Kirkwall to the Divine.
He wrote all of that down, did he not? He didn't need to come in person.
The Divine also wanted him to autograph her copy of Hard in Hightown.
match for you. Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
What is it?
Could prove useful.
What do you... Right. See you then.
I presume you know what they will say of Corypheus, Dorian.
Darkspawn, madman, relic of an unwanted past? Don't keep me in suspense.
They will say he is Tevinter.
No.
I'm aware you claim to be here to counter that, but the damage is done.
I'm not here on behalf of my nation's reputation, Vivian. I'm here to do what is right.
If only more of your countrymen felt as you do. Shall we make camp or move on?
Forza.
The runes are interacting somehow with the flame from the torch.
Any stories?
Oh, plenty. No way. Interesting.
Skyhold does seem more secure than Haven.
Only if we have the numbers to defend it. A place like this serves no purpose without enough people to make the running worthwhile.
Inquisitor. Are you all right, Leliana?
Are you?
I suppose not. Haven was trying.
All right.